You have a physical product brand and you want to know how to grow it and how to get people to buy it. Sales channels. Where should you start? Should you start on Amazon, Shopify, so you have a call center? I'm gonna break down what I believe the three most important platforms that you need to be paying attention to if you wanna grow your physical product business in 2025 and beyond. This is coming from somewhere around $500 million in physical product sales that I'm dealing with right now in this year alone, and I wanna tell you how you can actually take advantage of what I've gone through. So what is the difference between Amazon, Shopify, and call center? Now, Shopify is just an e-commerce cart. There's several options, many of them. I just love this company. I have been using them for many years, and they are the best. They are a company that keeps on developing and evolving and making the platform better. There's other ones like Magento and WooCommerce and BigCommerce and OpenCart, you name it. Shopify has been my preferred e-commerce platform for many, many, many years for what they've done with that company. What is the difference between going on Shopify, basically your own website, and a platform like Amazon? Their website, owned by Jeff Bezos and millions of stock owners that have built an incredible platform. You know what Amazon has above everybody else? Something that you're not gonna be able to ever overtake. I'm sorry, but they won that game. They have trust. When people see that beautiful yellow smile, they immediately trust the platform. So that's something that they have been working for a long time to build that relationship with their audience. So when you go to Amazon as a physical product brand, it is a trust play. You're trying to get people to trust you. You're trying to leverage the power of the Amazon brand to get people to believe that you are the real deal. I like to describe Amazon as a place in which a brand becomes legit. You become the real deal. But you're not gonna build a business to the end of the world to hundreds of millions of dollars or even billions unless you start paying attention to the rest of the marketing world. Yes, there's a few Amazon sellers that are like unicorns, that they just do Amazon. I consider that to be a big liability because if Amazon wakes up in the wrong side of the bed, they are the bosses, not you. They run the show and they can shut you down without even asking any questions. Trust me, I have gone through that myself. I was doing a physical product business back in 2016, one of my first businesses. I was selling bed sheets online. It was called Cozy House Collection, COSY. And one day I woke up and after selling $600,000 a month, I woke up and I got an email that said, you have been shut down and your account is permanently terminated. I couldn't control that. What is the reason for this? It doesn't really matter. They had reasons for that, but they are the ones in control, not you. So why be on Amazon? Well, because they have trust. People that are looking for products are gonna trust you, number one, but also because they have traffic. They have an incredible amount of traffic that you are gonna have a tough time replicating as an e-commerce seller, as a call center owner, whatever that may be. Their traffic cannot be beat. When you look at a country like the United States of America, we have somewhere around 300 million citizens in this country. Imagine having somewhere around 120 million of these people that are actively on a membership that allows them to buy products on Amazon without having to pay shipping and getting them delivered in the same day. They have 2-hour delivery now. They have next day delivery and the customers don't have to pay for that shipping. You are pretty much never gonna be able to compete with that. So there's an enormous ability to take advantage of that traffic. One of the greatest pieces of advice that I can give you when it comes to building your own physical product business or whatever business you're trying to build, you gotta leverage existing platforms that have existing traffic. Traffic is the most important thing. Traffic equals eyeballs, attention, people, human beings interested in your products or what you have to offer. Without traffic, there is no business. It doesn't matter how good your products are. You're not gonna have anybody giving you any money because you have no attention. So Amazon has something that everybody else dreams about having. hundreds of millions of captive people ready to buy products. So they have traffic. When it comes to your e-commerce site, it is your traffic. So you don't start with your traffic unless you have a lot of money to invest to bring your own traffic. If you have a lot of money to invest, let's say on influencers, or you have a lot of money to invest on running paid media on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and you have the ability to put that money out there and not go broke, then yes, you can actually use your paid advertising campaigns to bring traffic to your website. Now, let me tell you something very valuable about this. Shopify, it is your traffic. Your call center, your brick and mortar is also going to be your traffic. You decide how much traffic you have. On Amazon, Amazon decides via some signals how much traffic you get. So I'm going to show you a little something over here. Okay. So we have a brand. This brand is something that I've been building on for the last couple of years. A brand of dog supplements that's built with incredible care to something super high quality. There is a purpose behind this brand. I have 10 products and expanding it very quickly. My co-founder, my partner is Cesar Milan, who's also known as the original host of the Dog Whisperer show. And we built something very special, something very, very, very high quality that people actually can use to make their dogs better. So it is a brand, it's not a product. It is a complete set of products that address somebody's problems with their dogs. So I don't want somebody to just buy one product. Here's what happens. When somebody goes to Amazon, they actually buy one product. And I'm gonna tell you not feelings that I have, not opinions that I have. This is the actual data of what happens every single day on this platform. Amazon is the one controlling that audience. You don't control it. So even though I have an entire brand with a lot of products that are very complementary, like for example, I have this product called Allergy Balance that would work really well with this product called Happy Go Lucky Belly. And if I use them together, my dog will be able to actually be healthier and do better and handle certain problems. Well, I don't have the ability to introduce people to both products on Amazon. They get to actually introduce whatever they want. And they can introduce even other brands that are not my brand. So you see the difference here? Now, does that mean that I shouldn't be on Amazon? Absolutely not. Because Amazon has something that I don't have. They have an enormous amount of traffic. I don't have that. So I get to introduce people to my brand every single day. But here's what happens. Somebody buys one product on Amazon. That's it. $30, $40, $50. I can tell you, for example, in my supplement brand, I have a supplement brand that does 9 figures. We actually sell one product on average for $32 as the average every single day. And we do this thousands of times every single day. $32 is the average order value. What happens when I go to and I send traffic to my website? My website is called us.naturalslim.com. When I send people there, that $30 order becomes $100. So instead of having people buy one product for $32, I actually get people to buy 3 products, minimum or more, and they give me $100. That's called average order value. On Amazon, you get 30, on Shopify, you get 100, and here's where it gets even better. Something that we did along the journey is that we build that next level of engagement, and it's something that I highly recommend to any of you building a physical product brand. Go from being a physical product to being a service company. We have a call center. In our call center, we have over 100 people answering the phone for people across the nation. And we have people all over the world also that answer the phone call for people that are in the United States looking to buy our products. Here's what happens in the call center. They get the entire brand because they're talking to humans. So we go from Amazon, $30 an order, to Shopify, $100 an order, to the call center, $200 an order. So pros and cons across the board, right? So when you look at the average order value, it is $30 on Amazon, a lot of traffic, people buying one product. It is 3 times the volume on your own e-commerce because you get to introduce people to additional products in your brand that you had the idea of putting those products there so you can handle problems at larger scale. You're trying to build a brand, not a product, right? And then you have the call center that you can now turn your physical product business into a service business. When you have these people on the phone, you know what happens? Conversion at the highest possible level. I can tell you that from the people that we have on the phone, it's very rare when somebody gets on the phone and doesn't close that other person because you are showing something that they are looking for. Care. You're trying to deliver value to them. And when there's a human, there's no AI today that will replace an actual human being caring about you at the level that a real human being working for your brand will be able to care for it. On Shopify, this is something for you to understand. Great conversion on Amazon, the highest conversion on the call center, and on Shopify, there's gonna be low conversion. Why is that? It's very simple. On Amazon, you have buyers searching for products. On your Shopify side, you're taking people from Facebook and Instagram, from YouTube, and trying to turn them into buyers. So sometimes the conversion on Amazon can be 40%. And the conversion on your e-commerce might be, if you're doing a good job, might be 3 to 5% if you are a good marketer. On the call center, when you do this, you might go 80 to 90% conversion rate. These people are gonna close almost every single time they get somebody on the phone. One thing very important to note, on Amazon, like we talked about, you will not be able to upsell other products. On your e-commerce, you will be able to upsell whatever you want to sell because you believe those products will work better for that person if they decide to add them to their order. And then, of course, on the call center, when you have a human being, there's nothing like upselling when you're talking to a human being. So in summary, you should be every single one of these platforms. There are other opportunities today. I can tell you that to give you additional information, we have been doing Walmart e-commerce. Walmart is trying to actually push towards becoming another e-commerce giant. They're actually quite large, but let me tell you something. They're not quite there yet. People are not actively buying on Walmart. They're not actively buying on Target at the levels that Amazon has, not even close. If you're looking to expand from this right now and you wanna do more because you have the ability to do so, get on Walmart, get on Target, get on Etsy, get on all these platforms. Massive distribution as much as you can. But if you can just focus as a physical product brand in these 3 areas, your call center, you can start with 1 consultant, 1 salesperson, 1 customer service rep, whatever that may be, put somebody on the line, promote a phone number, give people help over the phone. You can just get that started very lightly. Your e-commerce site, I highly recommend doing Shopify and Amazon. There is technology for you to win in this game. Amazon gives you traffic if you do something nice with your listings. Shopify will help you actually create a very simple website for you to be able to build your own e-commerce cart. If you're looking for more information or more details on how to do any of these things, your number 1 ally still today will be ChatGPT.